Hello everyone, today we're doing this test. How well do you know JavaScript state class? Now I don't really use JavaScript, but from what I've heard, it's just a date, Like, it shouldn't be that hard, It's just a date class. It should be pretty straightforward, right? New date 0. Now, I don't know. 0 doesn't really seem like it's gonna produce anything. But to be honest with you, knowing JavaScript is probably valid syntax. No. No. Okay. Now this time it's an integer. So it clearly must be this time it clearly must be like 1970, right? Like it's an integer. It's like 0, It's not like the first time. Oh, it's actually correct. Now here we're comparing if they're the same. Now, as you know, 0 was 2000, and this was 1970. So clearly they must not be the. No. 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 What? So 0 is coends to the string 0. What? You can't just change it to a string just because it doesn't work with no. What's this, man? Who the fuck decided it was a good idea we used a language that was developed in like 2 weeks by some programmer 50 years ago? I mean, what? This makes no sense. How you can't just convert between data types whenever you want to. Any other language would have been like, oh, well, it doesn't accept strings. It's probably gonna throw an error, I would imagine. Or she would have undefined behavior or something. But no, here it just modifies the data type. Not a date. So, I guess this must be like an invalid date. Invalid date would make sense, but honestly, I mean, I don't think it's gonna throw an error, right? But to me, it sounds like it might do like undefined or null. It's undefined. Okay, so it actually made sense this time. Okay, that get time would probably return like 0 or something. Oh no, it would probably return like nan, since nowadays it's not a number, right? Oh. Okay. To ISO string. What does this function do? I guess it converts it to like some specific string format. Or maybe a specific string encoding, I don't know. But whatever. I mean, it would convert it to a string, so I imagine you'd probably just get like invalid date. Okay, so let me get straight, right? Null a date and null a date that get time doesn't throw an error. But the moment you try to convert it to a string, it throws an error. Why? It's so inconsistent. One, and it returns an invalid date object. The other, it returns a nan, and the third one, it returns an error. It's like when I told my friend, I'm not using JavaScript. I'm not using the language of inconsistency. C++ is bad enough, okay? I'm not making my life worse by using JavaScript, because JavaScript is the only language worse than C++, okay? C++ is a hard and difficult language. JavaScript is a hard and difficult language only because of how inconsistent it is. And there's no reason why it needs to be this inconsistent. It just is that inconsistent. It makes no sense. Like, why is it so inconsistent? I do not understand. TypeScript is slightly better than JavaScript, but only because it has types. But man, this is so awful. Like, imagine you're sitting around and like you change a function and you need to like handle like an error in case it returns something, in case you put in something invalid. Well, now you have to like check what it returns every time you change the function to something else, because if you don't, because of the fact that every single function has a different like return, it returns something else when it fails. It's so dumb. Why couldn't they all just return invalid date, or like throw an error or something like you would do in every other language, or like null or whatever. No, that's too easy. No, JavaScript, each function just returns something else than the previous in case of a failure. This is why I say JavaScript is worse than C++. So anyways, yeah, but I thought it was like, switch to JavaScript, and I was like, hell nah, I ain't switching to that garbage. I ain't making my life worse by now having to deal with the fact that like, I ain't switching to that garbage, because it's so inconsistent. At least C++ is consistent, right? But JavaScript, and it's like, throws that completely out the window. I ain't making my life worse. C++ is bad enough, but man, JavaScript is worse. Like, I don't remember exactly what I told them, but I'm pretty sure it was something like, no, I ain't switching to like a worse language that's like super inconsistent, and it literally nobody likes. Like, who likes JavaScript? Okay, who does it? I don't know anyone who does. Let me guess, empty string. What? Why could you just return an invalid date object? What? Oh my god. Oh, for an error. What? Okay, so this must be like 2001, right? Because we made it clear that 0 was... Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow. Wait, so 0 is interpreted as a year, but 1 is interpreted... What? Why? And it just defaults 2000. What? Who made this? Who made this class? Who? What? Man. Imagine programming in JavaScript where like you get like user input, and like that user input may generate something completely random just because of fucking JavaScript being so dumb, you know? Like wow, I've never seen something this bad in my life, man. And I've programmed a lot of bad things, but this is just awful. I just started using JavaScript, man. How can somebody fuck up this badly? Like what? How? Okay, so 0 is a year and 1 is a month. I mean, imagine if you're getting Imagine if you're getting an input from a user. Now, to let's say calculate some date time thing. Well, now you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get in return. You know, you see, oh, they pass through like 0. You know, we know that this gives a year because we tested it and so on. And then the user passes through 1, and you suddenly get a month. And it's now 2020, and it's now 2001. For some reason. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. So now, it's like, what happens if the user puts in like 13? Does it just go to 2013 instead? Like, I'm just saying, it must be a nightmare dealing with like user input in JavaScript if it's this inconsistent. If just changing a value to a different number is enough to get you a completely different result. I mean, sometimes you want that, but with specifically dates, you know, if 0 is a year, you would expect passing through 1 as a string would give you a year, you know? What happens if you pass through like 13? You know, now it can't be a month. Is it now a year? No, nobody knows. Maybe it's like a minute or second, you know? Maybe it means 13 seconds. Who knows? 2. Well, that must clearly be referring to this. Okay. But it's just like, what happens if, you know, suddenly you got a user who passes through, let's say, 13 as a string. You pass through 13 as a string. Suddenly, you might get a completely different result than what you were expecting. Why is it like that? Why? 12. I mean, this would obviously be, you know... yeah. 13 would obviously give you 2015. I give up. I give up. What is this? Okay, so 0 gives you a year. 1 to 12 gives you a month. Anything past 12 is an invalid date. And when I was complaining to my friend about how hard C++ was and they recommended me JavaScript, and I was like, you know, I don't regret saying how much of an awful language it was, even if I had never used it before. Because if it's this damn bad, I'm happy I don't have to use it much, if ever. Like, it's only because I've been doing a bit of web development recently, which I might talk about how awful of an experience that was at some other point. But look, for the time being, I'll just say this. how the fuck do you program in JavaScript? Like, I really don't regret telling my friend how awful of a language and how, like, much worse it is than C++ because of the fact that it's so damn inconsistent. Like, this is awful. Anyways, JavaScript has to be the worst language. And if you say it's your favorite language, you're not a real programmer, you're a robot. Only robots like JavaScript because they're the only ones who can wrap their heads around the fucking advanced, like, who can wrap their head around all of the, like, weird quirks and inconsistencies of the language. No human would be able to do it. I think I think, like, once you know all of the weird quirks and inconsistencies in JavaScript, that's when you're truly an advanced developer. Something you don't really need to learn about any other language because no other language on earth has this problem except JavaScript. Okay. So, in this case, if 99 is greater than 100, but these two are not dates, remember? So in this case, I imagine that it would probably, like, not be able to do that because of that, you know. What? Okay, it's 99. Okay, so 13,000 invalid data. But once you go high enough, suddenly it becomes year again. So 99 is 100 is, like 26 years ago. And 100 would, you expect it to be like 2,000, right? Nope, it's a year 100. I feel so bad for my friend that they have to suffer with JavaScript, man. I wish they would just learn Python. I think it would make their life a lot easier, you know. But admittedly, when they mainly do Discord bots and so on, I understand why you don't want to use Python because your JavaScript is probably preferable there anyways. Date starts interpreting numbers as years starting at 32. Man, parsing like user inputs must be like using like user inputs at all in JavaScript must be hell. Like actually hell. C++ is a really complicated and weird language in many ways, but it's not this bad, okay? I'll be honest, if it's this bad with JavaScript, it might be the world's hardest language to learn. You thought Malbridge or Malbridge or whatever it's called was hard? JavaScript is the real difficulty. At least Malbridge, if you understand how like the language works and so on, you can program in it. JavaScript, you can never know how the language works because it's so damn inconsistent. So I think the world's hardest language is not C++, it's not Malbridge, it's JavaScript. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so, in this case, 49 would not be bigger than 50 because, as mentioned, we're talking about 1949 and 1950, so it would be false. And for some reason, no, you can't, you can't do this. You can't be serious. Oh my god, I can't wait till I get to quit JavaScript forever, man. Look, I'm gonna go right to my friend afterwards, and like, I'm just gonna tell them I feel bad that they use JavaScript. Because, man, oh god, is it awful. What is this? What is this? It's hell. Like, absolute hell. JavaScript must have been developed by Satan or something, because that's the only reason. Like generally, you must hate yourself to fucking use this language. Like, because I don't see any other reason why you would use a language like this, especially as your primary language. Honestly, then you probably just hate yourself so much, because that's the only reason why I would see somebody use this as their primary language. This is awful. Like, I generally don't understand anymore. How can you make such a bad language? Even I could write a better language. I don't even know how the fuck a parser works. Okay, so this must be like, month, or like year, month, or maybe like, I don't know, year, month. Like, it could be any of these two. And I think we established that this is month, but honestly, it could be year too, for all we know it's so because in fact, I'm gonna guess this. Oh. I mean, alright. It could have been any of them, though. Okay, so this must be 2012, right? Yeah, because it was. So this must be like, Wait, what? So if this is the month, right, and this is the year. Where's like 2000? Invalid date? Okay. I mean, I would expect this to be invalid. The dash is ignored. I mean, at this point, we're just ignoring like half of the shit we're putting through the date class at this point, aren't we? Who cares about this dot? It's 121. Invalid date. Actually, not really. Perhaps one. Let me guess. It's gonna be like 2000 and wait. So Zero, right? Zero gave us 2001, right? Oh, right. Because it's not year. It's fucking month. I forgot. I'm dumb. Yeah, I was like, it's just gonna ignore this text 100%. Oh shit. Give me a second. Of course, we were just gonna ignore half of the things passed through the fucking. Half of the. Most of the string in this case. That makes perfect sense. My head really hurts right now. Perhaps. This must be an invalid date, right? Okay, great. maybe. I mean, this is gonna be what, like 2000. No, 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 no. What? What? No. So it's only gonna ignore the text sometimes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, it's such a, I mean, not a straightforward thing in other languages, but at least, more straightforward than this. Somehow, it's so fucked up in JavaScript, man. Oh, wow. I bet it would be easier to do this in fucking Malva, Bulge, or whatever it's called. 4th of May, 2010. I mean, it would make sense if it was the, like the 4th of May, right? So, in this case, May is the 5th month. So this 4th of is ignored. I mean, sometimes you include the text, but other times you just fucking ignore it, and you never know when. May 4 UTC. So it would not surprise me if it just ignores the UTC. But then again, maybe it does not. But it could be invalid date at this point. I'm just gonna say it's like the 4th of May, 2001. Oh wow, UTC is actually passed. Oh well. Okay, so +1 would meet off by 1 hour, right? So, I don't actually know, like, UTC stuff, so, I'm not so good with time zones, so, but wouldn't that mean it's ahead by 1 hour and not behind by 1 hour? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if +1 just means +1 day. Invalid date? Oh wow, it works as you would expect. So this would be what, like this, right? Okay. So this would be 2 hours, right? Why? Why? Okay. Oh, my head hurts even more now. We have like 4 questions left, guys. Oh God, which of the years do you think it's gonna pass? Invalid date. Okay, that actually makes sense. Oh no. Look, the parentheses probably means that it's gonna, like, pass 2010. Oh my god, I thought this was like math, but no. I mean, invalidate would make sense too, you know. But this is JavaScript, so honestly, any of these would be possible. Okay, so this would be 2010, right? This would give you like a coordinate assist is concedes to 0, which is in temperature as milliseconds. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna go cry now. This was horrible. Worst programming language in existence. Maybe in another video that I'll do soon, we should take a look at like other issues, weird stuff in JavaScript, you know, besides like the most famous ones. You know, just to see how bad it gets. Anyways, my head really hurts now. I'm gonna go to sleep before like I think my head explodes from all of this awfulness. Bye.